Captain America Brave New World early box office predictions are not great for a Marvel film. It's almost a month away from the release of the Marvel's next Captain America Brave New World, and early box office predictions offer a huge range that isn't great. The film is set to release on Valentine's Day, with early predictions having the film domestic opening coming in as low as 81 million, with a high end of 107 million. Long range isn't much better, with predictions up to 195 to 280 million dollars. Of course, that's not the whole big picture, because of course there's international to take into effect, but that isn't great either. Deadpool and Wolverine opened at 205 million domestically, which is within the projection of the Captain America run, Captain America's whole North American run. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which was one of Marvel's hits in 2023, opened at 118.4 million. Black Panther Wakanda Forever brought in 181 million opening weekend. 81 million is not a great opening in the grand scheme of things. Do you want to chime in yet, Jub? Because I know you've been back and forth with me on this one.
Well, honestly, I think it's kind of I don't want to use the word rude, but rude for them to compare this movie to like Deadpool or
It's
what was
unfair.
the other Guardians 3 and Black Panther, right? Because like realistically, I know it's not an origin story movie because it isn't, but it's a character's first major film appearance. Okay? Which I know it isn't, but it's the first major film appearance of Sam Wilson Captain America versus the other examples. I mean, you could say that for Black Panther as well, but I think Black Panther was a different scenario.
Correct.
Yes.
But like you could argue that those are sequels to storied franchises.
Yes.
Versus this is a big screen first appearance. The big screen debut. Yeah. So like I think it should be compared to like also this has been across the board community wise one of the lower anticipated films of this year.
Yes.
I think you should be comparing it to the Marvels or Ant-Man Quantumania.
Well, I'm glad you brought those up, because there were other articles I read about this, and those had higher predictions than this did. This prediction actually lines up, without taking inflation into retrospect, just straight cost of what this is saying compared to what it said back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
It lines up with the Captain America Civil War movie.
2016.
So 2016. Which, okay,
Oh.
so now you understand.
Yeah.
Because again, inflation has been hit us really hard over the last 10 years, and the range is about where that was.
Because looking back, the highest hype levels for the MCU,
yes,
were Civil War and Endgame.
Yes.
So I think that says a lot about this. Do I think this movie's gonna be good? Maybe. Am I hopeful? Yeah. Do I want it to be good? Yeah.
But we can be realistic too.
We can be realistic too.
Well, I mean,
I want it to be good too.
Okay.
Me and George have been back and forth on this film for about a year now, realistically.
Yeah, because again, I am a Cap fan. I want it to be good. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be good. I haven't thought it was going to be good since the first trailer came out. There was an article I saw, and I hemmed and hawed and I think it actually deserves to go in here, so we're gonna grab it. So Captain America: Brave New World cuts WWE Seth Rollins after fantastic rewrites and reshoots. Wrestler says he doesn't want fans to waste their time on the Marvel film.
He was in this?
He was. He was a member of the Serpent
Sidewinders?
Squad or Serpent
Serpent Squad?
Society.
Yeah, Serpent Society. Yeah. Okay.
So he was initially cast in the film as a member of the Serpent Society and was photographed in costume onto the set. However, that was before the series of disastrous test screenings reportedly led to sweeping rewrites and frantic reshoots. His statement, "I wish it the best, but I am not part of the film," Rollins confirmed. He elaborated, explaining, "The script went through a lot of rewrites and reshoots, and so what I was there to do, essentially my role, got either repurposed or completely erased."
Okay. Minor spoiler warning, because I might be correct when I say this, but we know Red Hulk isn't the main antagonist of this film.
Correct.
Red Hulk is a side antagonist, and it's about like this Illuminati plot that like the Serpent Society is trying to take over the world through America. Now, if this is saying that they're cutting a lot of the Serpent Society so they can refocus on just the leader, I'm okay with that because it's going to be less messy, I think.
Well, so Rollins also discussed that he had auditioned for a potential alternate role, but the project's direction shifted entirely. I did do a bit of an audition to possibly pop into another role," the WWE superstar admitted. "I believe, or the repurposing of my role, I'm not exactly sure on what it was, but they ended up going in a different direction with it. My understanding is there was just a lot of rewrites and a lot of reshoots." Despite the changes, Rollins seemed to offer optimism for the film, stating, "They know they've got a finished product that hopefully they're happy with, and hopefully it's successful, but it will be sans Seth Rollins."
You know what? Kudos to him for being positive about it
Yeah.
and not just like tearing it down for taking him out.
When Van Violet brought up the trailer clip that fans thought featured Rollins, WWE star gave a playful response. "You could just see his eye rolls," Rollins said. "I am not in the movie. I don't want anybody to go to the film thinking, oh, I'm here to see Seth Rollins. There might be two people that would do that, but I don't want those two people to waste their time. I don't want to misinform anybody. I don't want to lead anybody astray. I'm not in the film." The part of this, and this is why I was back and forth, because it could just be him saying, like, my fans don't need to be here. The part of this, though, that I'm seeing the other way is this end of the line here. "I don't want people to waste their time." Tells me that, yeah, he was nice when he left. Either he's just not happy about the fact that he was cut from it, or from what he's seen, it doesn't look good.
No, that's not how I read it at all.
You're missing the context from the beginning where it's saying, for the people that are saying, I want to see him in it, I'm
Correct.
not in it, and I don't want them to waste their time.
Yeah, I think you're taking that out of context.
It could be construed sublimely that he's trying to infer that, but with the context,
that's why I'm like back and forth. It's why I originally did not pull this part of the article. Pull this article, because again, I don't want to go ahead and like, I don't think the film's going to do good. I've said this from the get go. I don't think it's going to do good. I want it to do good. I don't think it's going to do good. But when I see things that could be taken out of context like that, it does give me more concern, and I don't want to necessarily bring light to that, because that's not him again directly saying about the movie. It's just also the way when I'm reading it, I'm thinking, what else could you mean by it?
Yeah,
exactly. So the production of Captain America: Brave New World has been surrounded by reports of turbulence, with sources indicating that significant reshoots were undertaken earlier this year to incorporate Gensonio's Espirito's
Giancarlo Esposito.
What?
Giancarlo
Oh,
Esposito.
Okay, I have no idea how to say it. So, a new villain character, Sidewinder, leader of the Serpent Society. These reshoots have reportedly caused delays and raised questions about the cohesiveness of the final product.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know that the names change has happened throughout it after other instances happen in the world. I don't know. I don't
name change.
It was not Brave New World first.
Oh, right, they changed it.
It was New World Order.
New World Order. Yeah. It was New World Order.
Yeah. I'm just jumping over to here because
I'm not a big fan of what they changed it to.
I think it's better than New World Order because it it can lead to theorists. It can cause panic. That's the way I see that. Because
I understand it
because it is an Illuminati type.
Can I explain my reasoning why I don't like it?
Yeah.
And there's a book called Brave New World.
Yeah.
And it makes me think of that, and I didn't like that book. So it's like, oh, it's gonna be now. So that's my thing. And it's completely unrelated, and it's me. But I'm not a fan of the title.
Jamie, I'm not a fan of the title either. I agree. I think it's a better title than they had before. I think it's just a weak title. I think they just tried to throw something together that would still be similar enough that they can say whatever marketing they already had and just adjust the titles.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know. This is again adding more and more to me not feeling confident about this movie. Will I go see it? Yes. Will it do good? Maybe. We'll give it a fair shot. There's no reason. There's no reason to cut it down. I mean, other things I've heard other people talk about is it'll be interesting to find out how they justify the fact that Sam Wilson is not a super soldier, but now has super soldier abilities.
That's like the biggest meme going around. Is that if he okay, pull up the poster image where he's blocking the punch from the Hulk.
Okay, let me. Captain. Poster. There we go.
So the biggest meme about this. So okay, first off, this is an homage to one of the classic Captain America covers where it's Steve Rogers' Cap blocking a punch from the Hulk against the wall, right?
Correct.
The funny part about this is that Sam is not a super soldier. Sam is just a regular human with advanced training holding the shield, which means he would get sent flying by holding the shield.
Correct. Yes. And that's where a lot of people are throwing this doesn't make sense. He can't physically do this.
It's
on top of that,
promotional image.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
Justin, you're forgetting about plot armor.
Or is this going to be something we're going to see in the movie where he blocks with his shield?
There's a Baskin Robbins. Let's do this. You can pull it up. There's a Baskin Robbins bumper. Oh no, not Baskin Robbins. Tide. There's a Tide bumper for this film where he gets punched by the Red Hulk and he gets thrown into a truck or something, dude.
I'm also confused. Why is the Red Hulk's punch of the shield causing sparks?
Because Red Hulk, so Green Hulk, regular Hulk, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets, right?
Yes.
Red Hulk, the angrier he gets, the hotter his skin burns. And he's been shown to be walking through a desert and his footprints are turning into glass.
Gotcha. I don't know much, and I know of the Hulk universe. I know this is taking the Hulk universe in a weird direction, but that's about as far as I know of the Hulk universe.
Not really, because Thunderbolt Ross has always been Red Hulk.
Has he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Again,
it's just weird that he's in a Captain America movie.
Yes.
But it makes sense for both characters at this time.
I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it comes. I mean, you'll hear from here our opinions. We'll speak them. We'll bring the truth. Justin's going to go ahead and be the Marvel hype boy, and I'm going to be over here the cynical critic that loves Captain America and has to be impressed. If not, I will make it clear that I'm not happy with the movie. Go back and watch the Moana 2 review.